Well, hello to you too.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate. Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Sir Legs is sick.
Everyone seems to be quiet.
Yeah, sorry, I was posting the live link on Furry,
Is there a stat sheet for this creature?
I mean, it has an NPC block in Fantasy Grounds. I wasn't super sure how to. I tried to make a PC for it, but it was being weird, so I gave up on that.
Okay.
Don't forget, everyone, that we have a Ask Me Anything with our characters at the beginning of every D&D stream, as well as during the intermission. So, ask away.
What's the 3 numbers on the back of your credit?
I don't have a credit card.
What's a credit card?
So technically, this is the start of season 2.
I guess.
Not technically.
It is.
It is.
Where is our anime intro?
There's our anime intro.
We need a new one. We need opening 2.
Oh
Come on,
my
man. Where is this?
God. I'm not sure to be impressed or
I botched the shit out of it, don't worry.
surprised. So am I, and
But
I
it
still don't remember
sounds-
the intro
it's-
like that.
Oh, Kalani definitely enjoys more than a bit of drinking.
If any of you hear any licking noises, please understand that's my puppy. He's not happy with the storm outside, so he's keeping me company and feels the need to constantly lick my face.
Licking noises.
Yes.
Neat.
You've seen my puppy. You know what he looks like. Yeah. I'll keep the mic away from him, but he's just like on my station, on my keyboard, on my mouse, pulling my hand away from my mouse. He's chewing on my mouse hands. It's quite painful.
Guys.
So, Sparkle Daddy, you actually got a question. What's your favorite way to torture everyone?
I know Razoros's.
I know.
Undead
mine.
Fortitude.
I haven't really decided yet.
I know my favorite
To
way
be
to
honest.
torture people. That's the trap door with smooth walls and the gelatinous ooze at the.
Yeah, I don't really. I've fucked with you all a few different ways, but I don't
You've
really have
never-
a favorite yet.
You've never done like one of those dickish traps.
Not really.
And then at one point, we managed to fuck each other over.
Only one time?
It was when
One
we
time
both.
to our knowledge.
It was when we both were wrenching each other's plans that we had in our heads.
Alright, Shreska, you should have all of Sir Legs the Six information now.
Awesome. It's a great pet.
Yeah, so if you can figure out a way to, or how to create the PC block for him, that'd be cool. But don't worry about it now.
Eisen, I take offense to the notion of being an alcoholic.
No. Alcoholics go to meetings. You're drunk. You go to party.
I am
Jeez.
not a drunk either.
Fine, no party for you.
Zer, that
You
would
see?
be anywhere that's
Word about
not
immunity's occurring spreads.
Ithaca. So Rembrandt's gonna be sad this session.
You see, Kalani, about 90% of Kalani's blood, you know where most creatures are like 90% water, Kalani is 90% alcohol.
AKA
Did I make him flammable?
flammable.
No, not all alcohol is.
Flammable. Jeez.
Everyone's first thought, flammable.
Mine wasn't. Mine was just more along the lines of you could get drunk off his bull.
I know 100% what to do with
Dusty.
Kalani.
You need to get Dusty.
Oh no. Yes. Azurite has played quite a few pranks on people and gotten away with it.
Not for any longer.
That you
Rembrandt-
know of.
Rembrandt was too busy being a nerd and studying.
Ha, nerd.
Nerd.
Kalani
Oh.
would spend most of his time
Proliferate.
training.
Even as a kid.
Well, thank you very much, Alex. I appreciate that. And yes, he got his training started early. It's kind of a long line of personal guards for the lords and such of Fakiha.
Zin,
So-
you can't win the battle royale. It's cheating.
I have no control over that.
You can't win.
I have no control.
It was set up.
Set up from the beginning, man.
Yeah, set up. Totally.
Rigged. Bam.
All right. Well,
Jesus.
looks like we are done.
Sorry.
Talk
And-
about cracking open the cold one.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't sound like alcohol, so
Didn't sound like it.
Yeah, it was a can of Surge.
Ooh. Love Surge.
Never had it.
Probably a good thing.
hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, Lord,
I'm Shreshka.
Savior, General, Awesome Guy. And now I will turn it over to a slightly less awesome guy, Rembrandt.
Hi, everybody. I
Sing.
will. Okay.
What? No, Rem.
There used to be a grain tower alone at the sea. You remain the lights on the dark side of me, and love remains a God, please, I'm gonna keep going. That song has been stuck in my head so long. But
Oh,
did you
God.
know that? Go, please.
Okay, well, I did actually have what I hope is a cool idea for the recap for tonight since it's a new season. So we are actually
hate
going
it.
to play. What?
It's awful.
Hush you. We are actually going to play a little game of season 1 trivia.
So I'll put on my note.
Season 1
Yeah.
trivia.
Oh, lovely.
What about the very first few sessions when we had a different DM? Do those count?
No,
Okay.
because I have no idea what happened. Okay, so the first question, I hope all of you will get it. What is the name of the quote-unquote bad guy right now?
Iki Iki Jiwa.
Nisarian.
The Syrian.
Nice. Yep. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, the name of the big bad guy is Nisarian, and what do they do? Who are they?
They're the Lord of the Dream Realm.
They are attempting to force the dream world into the waking world.
Ah, very nice. What was the name of the gnome girl who taught you guys the recipe for the sleep potion thing?
Grumpy bitch.
I mean, that was definitely her personality.
Brufina?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, okay.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
was unsure because I didn't put the race down because I didn't remember what it was. I just put old woman.
Old woman.
Oh,
okay.
she wasn't old. She was actually like a teenager type deal.
It's old woman.
She had resting bitch face.
Yeah, she did very much have a resting bitch face. What was the name of the druid that was stuck in astral bear form that you all met?
Oh.
Eddie or
I'm
suck.
letting someone else do it because I have these notes down.
I didn't take a track of any names whatsoever.
I feel like I had a mnemonic for him, but I forgot my mnemonic.
All right, so no one else is replying. Smart.
Oh yeah, I called him a
Yep.
smartass. Okay.
Wow. Okay. And when you met him, what did you guys end up doing afterwards? After you ran into this druid who was stuck in astral bear form?
And
We
stayed in bear form afterwards.
Yep.
Wasn't that by choice?
We went to a
Yes.
place which was a skull rock formation in the ground.
Supposedly.
No, that's the third dungeon you visit in Link to the Past.
I could have sworn there was one like that.
Hush, Rem. Yeah, Kalani, there actually was a dungeon where the entrance was the mouth of a huge skull that was half buried in the ground, and that was actually on the way to where Smart actually kind of sort of sent you. So, do any of you guys remember where you went after that dungeon?
We went back to Smart.
No.
I mean, we did.
No.
We went back to
Yeah,
Smart.
we did.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? So
Yeah.
where-
Wow, don't
and
even
then
know
you
your own
went-
trivia.
Oh my gosh, hush. Yeah, it might be. There was a keep that you all went to that actually had one of the first portal things that you all found in it. What was the name of that keep?
I only have people names, not place names.
I don't have any names at all.
I think that's one that I
This
don't
is
know.
also, yeah, it's beyond.
I can
my-
tell you the gold amounts we got and some house potion stuff.
Nice. The name of the keep was Drayden Keep, and it was
I was
pretty
gonna
much in ruin.
I was gonna roll a history check to see if you can give me the answer.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's how it worked.
Aw.
So yeah, after you all went to Drayden Keep, did that portal business, you all ended up going to a city, a small town rather, that was located along the edge of a lake. What was that town called?
What is Starshore?
Very nice.
Ding, 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 ding,
God
ding.
damn it.
You became made this Jeopardy now?
Yes.
what are the names of the three sleepers that not only reside in Starshore but are also kind of the mayors of the town? What are their names and races?
Abel the Raccoon. I'll give one of them.
That's one.
Garrigus the lizard folk.
That's two.
Sorry, it's not coming from me.
I don't think I never put in that third one. Oh.
You gave the two that I remember, and then there's.
Yeah. So the third one might have.
I know the third
really-
one was a fox.
Yeah, the third
Yes.
one was a fox. And the fox sleeper actually ended up taking your friend Ibram the Knoll
I
to go train him.
I got a question.
What?
What does the fox say?
Don't.
Yep.
No.
There you go. Yep.
Computer. What does the fox say?
No.
Oh
damn it.
my god.
No, werewolf. You're thinking of a fennec fox.
Yep.
So Rembrandt, that history roll. The third sleeper's name was Darcy, and she was in fact a fox.
Okay, thank you. Darcy the Fox?
Yes, Darcy.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah, you guys met these three after you also ended up having a gnoll in tow named Ibram, and it turned out that he was actually capable of also astral projecting, meaning that he was possibly capable of becoming strong enough to be considered a sleeper. So he went off with Darcy for a while at the mansion within Starshore. Y'all did some stuff in Starshore. What did you do for the general store keep?
We went into the
And what
lair
was
of the
the keep's
purple
name?
worm.
And we killed a purple worm.
Yeah. And what was the name of the shopkeeper?
Heartbreaker.
Wrong.
Yes.
Heartbroken now.
Oh.
Oh.
And Rembrandt, why was he heartbroken now?
Huh? Because we killed his girl.
Always.
Elaborate. Who was this girl?
You rejected his advances, which I'm
I
very
did,
proud of
actually.
you for. You know,
I
you're
mean,
finally making progress.
it wasn't gonna work out because there's a big size difference. So
Oh.
yeah.
I mean, where there's a will, there's a way.
We gotta roll that con save.
Also, a Heartbreaker was also a Goliath.
Yes. That's where the size difference joke comes in.
Was he really a Goliath? I thought he was just a normal giant.
No, he's a Goliath. But Rembrandt, you said killed his girl. Who was his girl?
I'm trying
and
to.
why
I'm trying to.
did you kill her?
I'm trying to stall enough for time for somebody else to answer because I don't know her name. But
I don't either.
I don't think I'll even here for that.
Kalani gave her the name of backstabbing bitch.
I mean, accurate.
oh, was
but-
it Anne?
Yes.
Yay.
And Drake specifically.
Okay.
And what the fuck? What was her fucking deal? Why did you guys kill her?
Fucking.
She tried to kill us.
Yeah.
She poisoned the booze.
You never poisoned a booze.
She was after our rings.
Your rings, and your rings were made by who?
The ring.
You?
Sparkle Daddy,
No.
Hi, Daddy. Yeah.
Well,
Sparkle Dog.
I mean, technically, but no, they were actually
We
made by
win.
Mist in the Morning.
We win.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We
They
won.
were made by Mist in the Morning
There,
specifically
we won.
to help with the process of staying awake while you all like had to stay awake.
Okay.
That was a
Uh,
lot of effort to stay awake.
Yeah,
Hey, Dogga.
it was a lot of effort. What?
I've got a very important message for you.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to cut off your head now.
God of War?
Yes, that's
Was
from
that
God of
it?
War. Yes,
Oh, okay.
that was my very important message.
Very important indeed.
And the details
Very
are
nice.
fuzzier than a wolver's butthole.
Bottles.
All right. So, yeah, those rings were made by Mist in the Morning, who is actually the grandfather of. What is that noise?
Sound like a fan.
Okay, so Mist in the Morning is the grandfather of Curious Light, who was the small tabaxi child that ended up traveling with you all for a bit. Also showcased some pretty cool dream magic powers and actually turned the tide in the fight against Anne. And when you all were suddenly telepoofed to the gates of Fakiha, everybody was there except for Curious Light.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no.
what happened to
So, yeah, you all were teleported here after you pretty much fell into this dream rift. that you had woken up to see after you all suddenly just fell asleep. And it was a great sleep. So you all did get your full rest. You all are good to go. But you ended up seeing this rift. And some of your friends fell into it, specifically the 3 strange friends that had fallen out of the sky and traveled with you all for a bit. So you fall into this rift. You pop out in front of the gates of Fakiha. Curious Light's nowhere to be found. Azurite is quite confused because she actually came through first. She's very dazed, doesn't feel too good, and the city in front of you is blanketed in a thick haze. And the 3 of you who have been to this city before, Kalani, Azurite, and Rembrandt, you can kind of see it as mirrored images. The rest of you who aren't super familiar with this city, you see it as... you actually can't really see that much of it through the haze.
What am I
I mean,
looking
all
at?
things considering, I'm probably seeing more than just mirrored images. I'm sorry, seeing more than that. Since I'm like dazed.
Yeah. Well, seeing the mirrored... you can see the mirrored images. You kind of come out of the daze as you realize everybody pops through and kind of falls to the ground next to you. You come out of the haze and you notice that the daze rather, and you do notice that they're there now.
Hello, friends.
Oh, what just happened?
Azurite, is that?
Where is this?
So yeah, Kleek, you've never been to Fakiha, correct?
Correct. This is completely... Do I even know anything of, like, the area?
You tell me, where did you frequent? Like, where did you grow up?
I grew up... can you bring up the map really quick?
I will bring up the old
That-
map.
'cause
The new map that we're
I-
using is the double one, but I don't have that in here yet, so
Yeah,
give
let
me
get
1 second.
the old map.
Where are we exactly?
I didn't exactly grow up in... I mean, yeah, it's an area. I don't know if it had a name.
Yeah, that's the old map. The one that I'm using is the much bigger one that had the bottom to it.
So I was born... I want to say I was...
Yeah, the double one is the one
Draw-
that he would be
drawing.
off of.
I was born here, but from a young age, I escaped into the jungles here, and that's really where I lived my life growing up.
All right, so you're saying here. Oh, okay.
This...
The mountains there?
Just past the mountains, all that forest. I ran from the mountains. I was kind of chased out.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that you have fuzzy memories of a large city in the desert that your home was pretty much next to. But after you ran off and started to live in the forest and
That's a
jungle
swamp,
and
isn't
all
it?
that, it's a jungle, it looks like, actually.
The marshlands are a swamp.
Yeah, the marshlands is supposed to be a swamp area.
That's where Vorstreska's from.
I know, we're not talking about the marshlands. I'm talking about the area to the east of the mountain range east of Fakiha.
What is that? Kerndal Mountain?
I've just been saying Cairndal?
The Smoky
Dad.
K Mountains.
Yeah. But yeah, so you have fuzzy memories of a city off in the desert, but after you ran away to live in the foresty, jungly area,
Wait, do you
those
know my,
memories sort
do you
of
know
faded.
my backstory?
No, you never really
No.
sent it to me, so I'm just going off of what you just told me.
Really? I swear I did. Oh well.
Oh well. But yeah, so you have fuzzy memories of a city, but you don't know what city it was. You're not super familiar with the desert, so you don't. Yeah, no, you don't know Fakiha.
Okay.
Or maybe Fakia doesn't know him.
Ah.
Aha.
So yeah, what are y'all doing in front of this city that's covered in a really weird thick haze, and the city within the haze is either barely visible or looks pretty often mirrored.
Rembrandt's already fashioning a disguise already. Like a shawl to wear over his head.
Alright. Give me a stealth roll.
Inconceivable!
Well, stealth is gonna be disadvantage because of my armor, but I don't think we're counting that.
Yeah, it's kind of just putting it over, isn't it?
What was that?
Stealth is
Kinda.
gonna be disadvantage because of my armor.
Yeah.
Alright, so I mean, is it still gonna count as disadvantage?
Why wouldn't it?
Would be a deception roll.
Maybe deception's better.
Yeah, deception.
Okay.
Just give me deception.
Okay.
Ooh, very nice.
Hey.
Nice.
So yeah, you were successfully able to craft a shawl that shadows your face and most of your upper body. That's what really matters when it comes to wanted signs that people may or may not have seen a number of years ago.
Hmm.
How are the rest of you reacting? Because again, Curious Light isn't there, and he was there before everybody went through the rift.
I guess Rembrandt's gonna take a look at his surroundings to see any clues.
Explore the city.
The city you can't see.
Yes.
Azraid's actually gonna be going towards the, I guess you could say, edge, and testing to see what would happen if she put her hand up. Oh god, the close up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's like the best I could do with the close up, but you guys popped like right there. And the gates are right there. Thanks for the extra arrow, whoever did that. It's very helpful.
Thank you.
So, Azurite, you said that you were going...
To like the
Forward.
edge of the haze, essentially, and putting her hand towards it to see what happens.
So when you put your hand towards it, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't react in any sort of way, but you definitely get a really strange tingly feeling in your fingertips.
Oh. Is my basilisk okay?
Yeah, he's doing fine. Sir Legs the Sixth is he's doing pretty okay. He's seems to be sort of jittery. But other than that, he's just kind of like as curled up in your arms as, again, the equivalent of like a 55-pound dog could be.
Shreska's content with this.
Kalani, what was that Arcana roll for?
trying to identify what's going on.
This. Still not familiar with the area. I'm gonna have to explore around.
You know what? Rembrandt's gonna ritual cast detect magic.
10
I mean,
minutes
you
later.
don't even you don't even have to cast it. I can guarantee you you're detecting magic right now.
Okay. Well, I mean,
And
it'll tell me what's
Kalani-
cool. Stay in school, kids.
Question mark for
Is
the
it-
school?
Is it good magic?
Evocation.
Is it healthy magic?
Kalani, your
Which
Kalani, your Arcana roll. You said you were just trying to figure out what's going on. Kalani.
Correct.
Okay. So with that roll, you definitely, after everything that's happened to you guys, you recognize the power that you feel from this haze as the magic that you've been feeling and faced every time you face something that has come out of the dream realm. And as far as the city goes, it's there. But kinda?
Kinda not.
Like, you can definitely see that it's there. But again, the images seem off. It looks mirrored. It looks switched in a way.
Was Azurite able to go through it, or
she hasn't gone through it yet. She's
But
just touching upon it.
Kalani's
yeah, but did
rushing
your hand go
in.
through, or
You're rushing in.
He's got to get to the palace to check on the Lord.
oh my lord?
My lord.
So as you rush in and pass through this haze, again, you feel kind of tingly at first, but it seems to go away as soon as all of you is within. And when you crash through the gates, it's what you see before you is flipped images of the city that you remember. It's quiet. There isn't a whole lot going on. And the few citizens that you do see only come in and out of existence every few moments.
I
For
don't think we're in
example-
Kansas anymore.
For example, Kalani, one of them, a female Farron, the astral image, the very faded astral image of her body pops into existence, and she walks along one of the pathways and up a set of stairs and then into the door that is presumably her house. And then as she steps through the door, her image pops out of existence. And if you were to watch for a few more seconds, maybe around 10 to 15, the same thing would happen again. Her image would pop into existence, walk down that same path, up that same flight of stairs, and go to step into the same door, and then pop out of existence again. And everywhere you look, this seems to be happening with one or two or three citizens every few dozen yards. You can see their repeating images coming in and out every 10 to 20 to 30 seconds.
Adroit's gonna go through after seeing Kalani go through.
Shrek goes to
Kalani's
Basilisk
more
with Tuesday.
focused on getting to the palace.
So what is this exactly?
Who are you asking?
Hold on, here's
Uh,
the real question. What do people outside see to have that
But
actually don't see
asking,
Faki
I
had
guess
to
I'm
begin with?
asking myself this. I'm kind of like inspecting this.
Inspecting what?
This mirror thing that everyone's walking into. Is this
Yeah.
common in most cities?
So what you actually just saw were two of your buds rush into the haze, and as they go into the haze, they seem to also disappear. Because again, you can sort of see the image of a city within the haze, but because you're not familiar with the city itself, you can't quite tell that it's actually there. But you just saw Kalani, and I think Azurite said that she followed in.
Yes.
Shrek
Yeah,
go
so
follow
yeah.
with the Basilisk.
Okay, so yeah, you now have seen Kalani and Toby, I imagine, because he follows him everywhere. Azurite, and now Shreska has also walked into the haze and have seemingly sort of kind of disappeared. You can almost see their outlines, but again, it looks so strange that you're not sure that's what it actually is.
I'm actually afraid to go inside.
And Azurite, as you enter, you see the same thing that I described to Kalani. Shreska, you do as well, but again, everything seems a bit more translucent, as if it's not fully there.
Oh,
Rembrandt's gonna lean in and tell Cleek that this is Fakiha, this is where we were headed. But something's different about it. And the others are charging in.
Different good?
Different bad. Because I do not recognize
Wait,
this big barrier. And I don't
Wait.
know if the Lord has instated anything recently.
is Rembrandt outside or
Yeah,
inside?
Rembrandt's outside. He didn't go anywhere yet.
Okay. Do you
He's
know what
telling
kind
us
of
that
magic? Do you know what kind of magic this is?
feels like astral stuff that we've been dealing with.
Can't you detect it
That's what I'm getting from this.
and identify it?
Well,
That's what he got from
yeah.
his ritual cast.
Can I try and dispel it?
I'm going to tell you right now that won't work.
no.
GM put his foot down.
Yeah. Like, I'm it would have been funny, but I'm saying no because you would have killed yourself.
Do I feel anything in particular?
Now that you're in the city, Azurite, this magic is definitely familiar. You can just feel dream magic completely surrounding you, and every time one of those astral forms of one of the citizens pops into existence, repeats its path, and then pops out again, as it's repeating its path, you do feel a sort of strange pull towards it.
She's gonna go to one of these and take time to sit down and concentrate to feel for it.
Feel for what?
Like the pull and how it feels.
Okay, so it feels, you can't tell whether or not it feels good or bad. It feels the same way that it's felt every time you've run into just a regular person that was in astral form, but it's oddly split. So go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Sure. You know what? I'm gonna use my GM inspiration die for once
Ah, there you go.
that I've been holding on to for so long.
Nice.
Is everything still flickering?
Yes, the astral forms of these citizens of Fakiha do continue to flicker in and out of existence while repeating the same path over and over again. And Azurite, with that roll, the strange split that you feel every time one of these forms pops in, it feels tied. It feels as though it's fighting between a tie between this realm and the dream realm. That's the big difference that you feel from all of the other astral forms that you've come into contact with. That strange split. It's as if it's being torn one way or pulled in both ways.
I think they're stuck in between.
I'm going to let other people do some things because I'm just gonna do some thought process to myself.
Okay. So,
Kalani's
real
still
quick,
headed
Kalani,
for
I
the
know-
palace.
Yeah. So, are you just like leaving everybody behind?
His concern is more about the safety of the Lord. So yeah.
In the meantime, Rembrandt's gonna
to
tell
head in
Cleek.
there just yet.
Rembrandt's gonna tell Cleek that we probably should stick with everybody. He's gonna pass through the
We
barrier.
should, but we still have no. All right, he's already gone.
Hang on. Rembrandt's gonna pass through the barrier, and then stick his hand out, pass towards Cleek, as the intro to Take On Me plays, and he
Oh
calls
my God.
calls Cleek over and holds out his hand.
Hang on. I'm gonna tie a rope around myself, and I'm gonna kind of just. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna hesitantly take Rembrandt's hand and go in. I'm
And
not
Rembrandt-
entirely sure what I'm putting myself into, and it scares me.
Rembrandt pulls you into a sketch world as we dance.
Hee-haw, abba bobble bobble. It's Doodle Cleek.
Talking away.
Scribbles.
I don't know what. Good.
So I pulled this is like a generic desert city map just because I couldn't come up with anything better for the innards of Fakiha before.
You better have a map for every single house here, because we're gonna go.
It's a non-efficient road design.
I'm just kidding. We're not. I don't know.
So Rembrandt and Cleek, as the two of you enter the haze, you also see what everybody else has seen. Kalani, as you rush forward, trying to get to the inner circle and therefore the castle, you continue to pass by these repeating images of astral forms. You don't really see you don't see a lot of other activity. You definitely hear noises other than these astral forms around corners, and as you rush forward, you hear a couple of very familiar noises. The groaning and sparkly pops of the shimmery forms of the astral ghouls that you are so familiar with fighting at this point.
Astral
Okay, I will slow down a bit but still continue towards the palace.
I mean, in which direction? On this map, for the purpose of the use of this map, the palace is more towards the bottom right corner. Like, this is the only map I have for the innards of Fakiha right now, so we're just gonna go with it. But it's the entrance to the palace, is closer towards the bottom right of the map currently. And everybody behind Kalani, while he decides on more details to tell me so I can use the map efficiently. The rest of you, if you're all still staying back there, Azurite, as you're concentrating, you also start to feel something else. Your fur stands on end. And in the middle of one of the pathways in front of you, you see a rift pop into existence. It looks kind of weird, though. It looks as though it's not really all that powerful.
Compared to the last one?
Compared to the last one, yeah. It's flickering a bit. It seems like it's kind of coming in and out of existence a little. And then a few seconds later, it pops out of existence again. And all of you have just seen Kalani rush off on his own. Even though as he's continuously running and not giving me the chance to react, because he's actually running by a lot of stuff that he is choosing to ignore.
I mean, he did say that he's just focusing on getting there.
I know, but he's not giving me the chance to do anything with the monsters that I have in here, and that's kind of frustrating. So can you slow it down a bit and move your piece back? Like, the pathways aren't just empty. So yeah, that happened with the portal. And again, as Kalani moves forward, he does start to hear very familiar noises.
How familiar.
Well, he recognizes them as the ghouls that he's constantly been fighting. And the thing derped, so give me 1 second.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Second has been given.
Yeah, I understand that.
Welcome to the hamlet.
Yay.
Tribute, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to our tribe.
And the host.
All around me a
Okay,
familiar
sorry about that.
face.
The encounter things that I had actually created specifically for that purpose that I couldn't activate while Kalani was just running through, I didn't do them right, apparently, so that's why that got messed up. But yeah, so Kalani, you're rushing through. You see these very familiar astrogals around the corners, up on the roofs and stuff, but you're moving, I assume, pretty quickly. And they are just kind of chilling. They're definitely taking note of you, but as you rush in, around, say, once you pop around this corner, you actually experience the same sort of strange rift pop in front of you as you start to come down this alleyway. And it flickers in front of you for a few seconds. Kalani.
I don't know what you want me to do with it.
I mean, I want you to react to it. It's in front of you.
Okay, he's dodging.
You're
around
rushing
it.
through an alley. He can't. It's taking up the alleyway. And you know what? As you continue to rush forward, trying to dodge around it, it kind of sort of brushes your arm as you do whatever crazy maneuver you want to do to dodge around it. And as it touches you, you feel a little weird. And in your mind, you see flashes of the actual populated city of Fakiha. As you move around and kind of brush along this strange rift.
Okay, he'll go in.
Saga?
Yeah, give me a second. So as you go in, you hear strange whispers, and they start to get louder and a bit more familiar. And it's the same sort of thing that happened as you went through the rift before that popped you out in front of Fakiha. Except as you're going through this, the images are swirling around you and everything starts to seem more and more familiar. What the city that you had just been in, the mirrored images, it starts to flip and come into a better view. It's no longer hazy, and it's definitely the city that you remember. And you fall out of the rift onto the ground. And this time, the citizens that you see around you are actually there. They're going about their business, and there's specifically one person in front of you. And this person is a female snow leopard who seems pretty tired. And as soon as she sees you pop out of the rift, she says, Kalani, slow down. The Lord is okay. I can take you to him. All along the way, I'll explain everything. But everybody needs to be here first. All of your friends. Where are they? What happened to them?
I left them behind.
Okay, and you actually will recognize this snow leopard since you are so familiar with the city and are the captain of the guard. You will recognize this snow leopard as one of the diplomats, Ashari, who works closely with the Lord. And as you say that you left them behind, she kind of cocks her head to the side. She said, "Why would you do that?"
I have a duty to protect the Lord of Fakiha.
Stab her. How does she know that he has friends? She knows too much. Stab her.
Good idea.
She's not real. She's not real. Stab her.
Great idea.
Are you serious right now?
I mean, the chat's calling
Like,
for
you
her to
recognize
be stabbed
her.
too.
I don't care. You recognize her, Kalani.
Fine.
Like, would he actually do that to a diplomat that he recognizes working closely with the Lord of Fakiha? Like I just told you would recognize her.
Fine.
Like, seriously, come on.
I left them behind because I have a duty to the Lord of Fakiha. I need
Yes,
to
your
ensure
duty.
he
Yes.
is safe.
And I'm telling you now, he is safe. He's much safer than your friends right now, where they are. Because I'll tell you, that's Fakiha, but it's not Fakiha. This is Fakiha. It's hard to explain. And while those two are talking, everybody back in the hazy Fakiha, you start to see another one of those weird, not super strong riffs come into existence. And then it pops out again. And then another one pops in around the corner of another pathway and pops in again. And at this point, you guys can definitely... I'm going to assume that you guys are somewhere. And you can hear these astral ghouls starting to close in. So, I don't know about y'all.
I prefer to take my chances with the
I
fancy
do.
rift.
I mean, are their numbers daunting?
Yeah, it's kind of starting to look and sound that way. Azurite, you're first standing on end. Like, you can definitely tell that there are
Yeah.
quite a few starting to close in around you. There are some pathways still open.
With these rifts, would I be able to feel that this feels right at this point?
Yeah, it starts to sound much more, or it starts to feel much more familiar every time it pops in. And when it pops in, you can actually kind of hear strange, familiar whispers, specifically whispers that sound a little bit like the voice of Kalani and the voice of a diplomat that you know. Every time one of these rifts pops in closer to you, within a couple dozen yards, you can kind of hear those whispers as it flickers in and out before it goes out again.
I'm going to find the others and then tell them that we need to get into one of these quickly.
Rembrandt's gonna tilt his head and say, maybe if we thin their numbers, their hold here wouldn't be as strong.
I have a feeling that that's not going to be the problem. We're not in the correct Fakiha.
Is there a rift nearby?
Yeah. A few seconds after Azurite finished speaking, another one popped into existence about 100 feet away from you all. This one seems a little stronger, and through it, Azurite, you can just barely hear the whispers of this diplomat and Kalani. And you can hear the diplomat talking about, just barely you can hear her talking about rifts, trying to get the others here. Weak connection.
I guess we'll start heading for it.
She's gonna start making her way towards it and get into it.
Rembrandt will follow.
Shrashka will follow as well with the basilisk.
Alright, so as you get
I'm
closer,
not
these
following
whispers... Who's not following?
Creek.
Okay. So as you get closer, these whispers get louder, and then you can kind of make out the diplomat's voice again. And this time, she is speaking to Kalani, and Kalani, she says to you, while the others are heading for this rift, she is saying to you currently, I keep trying to hold a rift open, but I'm too weak right now. You were able to make it through. I'm trying to get one open for your friends to make it through. I don't know if it's going to happen. But the rest of you, as you hear this, the rift that you're getting closer to starts to blink in and out a little bit quicker, as if it's just about to go away.
Kalani's
Azurite
going to put his ruined hand on her shoulder and feed some of his own magic through.
Was that the Arcana roll just now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, as you do that, she seems to liven up a bit. And while that when that happens, the rest of you, as you're heading towards this rift, it does seem to get a bit stronger. And you can see flashing images of a much brighter Fakiha. You can see flashing images of Kalani and this snow leopard woman that he's standing in front of.
Enter.
Rembrandt will yell to Cleek that he sees Kalani and to hurry up.
Hang on. You said there's people moving around, or like, and then they like rewind almost.
Basically.
Yeah, they're astral forms that pop in and out of existence and repeat the same path over and over.
Can I touch one?
As you try to, it just passes right through you.
Oh. Oh yeah, I'm not enough time to explore my interests now.
Probably not.
So, you're all passing through the rift, right?
Yes, I am
Yes.
passing through the rift.
Right, as you pass through the rift, once again, it's the same kind of imagery as the last time you went through one of these rifts, but this time the mirrored hazy images of Fakiha start to twist back into the actual Fakiha. More and more slowly appears in existence, and suddenly you fall out of this rift in a heap on top of each other between Kalani and
Oh no.
this snow leopard in the alley.
Is any of us hurt?
More like some people are probably going to be squeezed.
Yeah, all of you take just 1 point of damage for falling on top of each other, except for Kalani, obviously.
Or do you want to
And
feel on top of
and
everyone
I
else?
comfortably land on top of everyone.
I know,
Cushion-
right? He was
cushion.
last in.
Oh
Just
yeah,
purchase.
Cleek, you don't take damage. You landed on top of everybody.
Also soft feathers, so I got a feathery butt.
So were we in the Dark World and now we're back in Hyrule now?
Ha 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 ha.
In all technicality,
Did we all turn human now?
oh my god.
Because we were technically Dark World forms there. My nerding is over.
Yeah, well, mine isn't.
Teach. Professor.
Okay, so
Please get off.
you all are.
You guys are kind of
On the
heavy
map
all
now.
on me.
Okay. So yeah, you all fall into a heap in between Kalani and this snow leopard.
Giant letter A?
diplomat. Huh?
Giant letter A.
One more time?
Giant letter A.
Yes, giant letter A.
Okay.
Rembrandt, you actually know her name too. It's Ashari. Kalani, you know her name. Obviously, so do you, Azurite. And she also recognizes Azurite and Kalani. However, she doesn't recognize you, Rembrandt. You're good.
I hope not.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. That was a really good deception roll.
That really was. That's why. Yeah, and all of you do notice that this city seems a lot more city-like.
Shred's gonna look in awe for how big the city is.
Rembrandt's gonna pick himself up and go behind the wall over here to listen in.
Okay.
Azure
I mean,
would
she
be attempt-
she saw you fall out of the rift, so as you do that, she kind of cocks her head to the side and looks at you a little strangely, but doesn't pay it any mind otherwise. Instead, she looks at the rest of you and she's like, "Ah, finally! I'm so glad you guys aren't over there anymore. It's very hard to explain, but I'm gonna do my best to explain." And as she's talking, she does look at you, Azurite, and her eyes kind of light up for a second, and she says, you were trained by that rude raccoon. What was
Yes,
his name?
Abe.
Rudy?
Right, Abe. I can feel his influence on you.
He
Never
wasn't
expected
rude. He was just brutally honest. He was brutally honest, Abe.
He was
Oh
kind of
my
a dick.
god.
Kind of
Wow.
a dick, Abe. There you go.
Yeah. So,
Rembrandt, what are you
Again,
doing
actually-
over there?
What?
Get over here.
I'm right here.
Kalani's gonna go over and try and drag Rembrandt out from where he's hiding.
Rembrandt is resisting.
You know how Kalani does with his grapple checks.
It's grapple checks, yeah.
Still resisting.
As well as my initiative.
Rembrandt's his claws are like clawing onto the side of the building. Yeah. Of course.
So yeah, Kalani is grabbing a hold of Rembrandt. Rembrandt, you're able to kick around a little bit. You wiggle and you make it hard on Kalani, but he still gets you.
Rembrandt is not gonna face her. Probably like impose Kalani between him and the diplomat.
Okay, that works. So, yeah. Ashari looks to you, Azurite. She says, maybe since you've been trained by one of us, you'll possibly understand more. And she shuffles around in her pockets a bit and pulls out a necklace with an amulet. And it looks like the amulet should hold a gem, but the gem isn't there. Sorry, my dog came over and tried to eat my snack.
Oh no.
And she shows this amulet and
didn't
necklace to
give
you,
it-
Azurite.
Only at the right?
No, I didn't. Yeah, well, she shows it to Azurite. Specifically to Azurite, but all of you can see what she's holding. And she says, the gem that goes in this amulet is a gem that holds my own little slice of the dream realm. Because you see, I'm a bit more practiced in dream magic than, say, Abe or his compatriots. And I can actually go between the realms. So I sectioned off a little corner of it for myself. And it's in the gem that should be in this amulet. And when I noticed Nassarian's minions moving into the city, and I felt that weird portal that they were trying to make, that the other sleepers have been questioning about, I did something to try and protect the city. And I moved it into my little corner of the dream realm that is in that gem. Unfortunately, because the portal had apparently already started to be constructed, there was some issue with completely pulling Fakiha into this gem, and part of it is stuck.
That
And
would explain the issues on that side.
yes, so you noticed everything. Yeah, and because they're kind of still tethered together in a way.
In limbo?
In limbo, yes, we'll call it that.
Both.
And at this point, she definitely starts to sound a little bit more nervous. Because everything's in limbo with Fakiha, more and more beasts, as you will, are being created and in the city. And this strange tear between the two of them, it's making it very easy for that to happen. And
Can we not close it?
well, I'm sure you could. The only problem is the gem is missing. And I know what has the gem. And what has it is the thing that was unfortunately created when the two realms were essentially partially torn apart.
Could it be the sassy ghost thing we saw?
The sassy ghost thing? Oh, Denji? No. No, it's not Denji. What is that noise?
I think it was the music trying to play something else. It's like, no.
Huh.
Oh my god.
Okay,
What would
anyways.
happen? What would happen if we use another crystal to solidify?
I mean, that's not really how it works, unfortunately. I just need that gem, because that gem holds Fakiha, where we are currently.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And
probably not very good to be lost.
what was that?
That's probably not a good thing to lose.
Well, I didn't really lose it per se. It was taken out of my grasp when during the spell, I guess, is the only way I can explain it. And I know where it is because I can feel exactly where it is, but I also can feel exactly what's holding it. And it's somewhere in the city. It can't touch the city, but it can touch certain people in the city, so it needs to be taken care of. It's fine for a little bit, because again, it can't really touch the city. It can only touch certain people in the city, and for right now, those people are protected. So I know that a couple of you need to see the Lord. I can take you to him, and you can check in, you can do what you need to do. And then we can reconvene and talk about what's going to happen, because I need that gem. But for now, it's fine for now. I'm going to take you to Lord Nightcall, whoever needs to go to Lord Nightcall. The rest of you, do what you will, but please keep in mind that the lower citizens don't really know what's happening. They just know that they're in their city and everything's fine. The only people who really know what's happening are the guard, the entire guard, all the other diplomats, Lord Nightcall, and actually the king and his son, because they're also here.
Food?
What?
Bud.
Where's food?
Bud food.
Where's food? So yeah, at once she's done very nervously, spilling a whole lot of information because it seemed like she had been trying really hard to get in contact with you all.
Just to save some time, I'm just gonna good berry some berries and
Okay.
give everyone
I will feed it to my
Roll,
basilisk.
roll for berries.
a roll for berries.
Yes, because you technically only get a set amount.
Up to 10. There's 7 of us. 8 of us. My apologies.
All right. So after she's done trying her best to tell everybody what's happened, as far as she knows, she looks at Kalani and Azurite, and she waves you all to follow her, and she goes off to the castle.
Oh, hey, that 1 HP that we had is gone. Because of good berries.
Yeah, you all heal that 1 damage you took from falling on each other too.
Rembrandt will tell Azurite that he'll catch up.
She nods in understanding.
So, Cleek and Rembrandt and Shreska, y'all are staying back while the other two go off to the castle?
Yeah, Freshka has no intentions of going to see royalty.
Fair.
Rembrandt will go over to the side of Cleek and Shreshka and says that he knows a place in town if they want to stop to get something to eat.
I would actually rather explore as my first time in this city.
I'll go for a drink with you.
I would like to get to the palace.
Yeah,
Rembrandt will
you're
tell
getting
Cleek.
there. I'm getting everybody else a chance to do a thing.
Rembrandt's going to
That
tell
was
Cleek that he
him
can show
saying
you
to
around.
the others.
I'm doing a thing.
I'm gonna go follow Rembrandt.
All right, so Rembrandt's going off to get a drink. Kalani and Azurite are heading off following Ashari to the castle. Cleek, you're exploring?
Yeah, if anyone would like to be my tour guide.
I mean, only Rembrandt and Shreska are also staying behind, and they both went off to get a drink, so...
Rembrandt's offering to show you around.
Fine, jeez. Yeah, show me around, please.
So, Kalani, as you get to the castle, and Azurite, as you all get to the castle, Ashari knows that both of you know your way around, and she goes off to her own little section where her quarters of the castle as a diplomat. And everything seems pretty normal. Again, it's not too populated. It's not super crazy in here. You see guard members that you recognize standing post, and they nod. They nod at you as you pass by Kalani, quite excited about seeing the captain again. And I assume you're heading straight for the throne room or wherever Lord Nightcall resides normally.
He is. He would, of course, nod and return to the guards and such.
Okay, so you assume that Lord Nightcall would be in the main room. Remember it. Yeah, you would assume that Lord Nightcall would be situated in his main throne room where he hangs out and does most of his business. And you would enter, and yeah, he's there. He's there, and you can very clearly see that on this Fennec's face is quite a bit of frustration. Azurate, you see this as well.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, he doesn't even realize that the two of you have walked in.
Azurite is
Kalani-
actually going to pull down her hood.
Kalani would go up and quietly wait in front of the Lord. Or, you know, an appropriate distance.
Azurite will actually do the same.
So as you two approach, it's only then that Nightcall seems to notice you all there. He looks up, and again, it's very clear that he's frustrated. He sees the two of you, and it takes a moment, but then his eyes go wide, and he says, it's been a long time. And he looks to you specifically, Azurite. And when he says long, he emphasizes it, because it's been a couple years since you've been back here, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he looks to you and he says, I do so hope you have a lot to tell me since you've been gone for so long.
I have quite a bit to report, that is for certain.
He nods and then looks to Kalani and he says, Captain, I'm going to guess that you both know what's been happening around us. And as he says that, it's very exasperated, and he puts his hand on his forehead and rubs the side of his head where his temple is for a moment.
Yeah, it's been quite annoying.
What's really annoying to me is apparently having somebody so versed in this kind of magic and so powerful beneath my nose this entire time. You know Ashari, correct?
We've met.
Right. And I assume if you're here, you must have run into her, and I assume she told you where we technically are right now?
She explained, yes.
How could I have let somebody so and he trails off as he seems to get very frustrated. It's very clear that he's not super chill with not having known what Ashari was capable of. And he takes a moment, takes a breath, looks up to the two of you and says, what makes this even better is the fact that King Azure and his son both came to the city before all this business with what's their name, Nessarian or whatever happened. So now, since Ashari cast whatever spell she cast, they're also now stuck in the city. That's stuck in a gem, while the rest of the world around us seems to apparently go to shit.
That's a mild understatement.
But I guess it's good that we're protected, that the king is protected and his son is protected and I'm protected. But according to Ashari, that's not The end of it, the gem itself is not in her possession. And I'm trying to she's trying so hard. We're trying to work together because she said that she could potentially find some of the guard who could also be trained to use this type of magic, and she's had a couple of sessions with maybe 6 or 7 of the guard. You know them well, Kalani. They're great fighters. But I'm not sure about this magic because I didn't even know such a thing existed until, I don't know, a couple weeks ago at this point. And Azurite, since you're even more trained in this dream magic and you're much more adept in it than everybody else is, you actually do feel a little tinge of like, what did you just say about my new abilities when Nightcall says that?
Yeah, she's gonna keep it to herself though.
All right. So, Kalani, you were also just informed that some of your guard are currently capable of dream magic, just like you guys kind of are, and that Ashari has apparently been training with them for a couple sessions.
I would not hold them back. If they are proficient, then let them learn. More power is always useful.
Right, more power. And again, Lord Nightcall seems very questioning of this dream magic. And he seems to perk up again and looks at you, Kalani, and he says, being my military aficionado, being my great captain of the guard, I need to pass along something else that Ashari wanted me to specifically pass along to the captain of my guard. She says that there are different sort of beings, and I swear y'all, I said beings, not beans. She said that there are another kind of beings that exist within this apparent dream realm, and she said that they don't hold any sort of loyalty to this god Nasarian or what have you, and that they could potentially be swayed to fight for us. She didn't give me any more information than that because she is apparently way more secretive than I thought. I would like a lot more information. And he trails off for a second, again, very frustrated about having been, to him, deceived by this diplomat that he was very close to. And he says, if you all happen across these dream citizens, she called them. She also used the name Nightmare. And I'll spell that for you guys, because I like it. It's funny.
Oh my god.
Why though?
Because I thought it was funny. And I wanted a haha.
It is a haha. And a hee hee and a ho ho ho.
And as he's talking about these dream citizens, Azurite, you kind of start to think that you might know what he's talking about. Give me an Arcana check.
Sure.
You're not good at Arcana, are you?
Oh, hey, that's actually not too bad. I only have a 3 because I don't have proficiency with it.
Ah, fair. Well, with that roll, you can kind of recognize what he's talking about as possibly the same kind of thing that you ran into before you all came into the portal. Juvakia? That sassy, astral, faceless lady.
Ah, right.
So yeah, you can kind of recognize that that might be what Nightcall is talking about.
Alrighty.
So he's going to look at you now, Kalani, and he's going to say, go meet with your guard. I know the ones that Ashari have been trying to train are in the yard. Go meet with them. Show your face. It's been a while. They need the morale. And then he looks to you, Azrite, and he says, you and I need to catch up quite a bit.
Yes, we do.
So let's go to my quarters, and you tell me everything that you've seen the past couple years.
She will stand up and follow after him.
All right. And Kalani, you were just instructed to go to the yard and hang out with your guard. So that I know that you've been wanting to like train with Toby or something.
Yes.
Okay, so that's your in for doing that if that's what you want to do. If that's not exactly what you want to do right now,
Sure.
now that I've opened the yard to you. Okay. So go while I do shop interactions and such with the other half of the group, go ahead and DM me and kind of explain to me, kind of talk to me about how you want this training to go. I can't quite remember what we did last time you and Toby trained. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, wait, how long have we been running?
We should probably go on break soon.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
call for an intermission really quick. That way
Oh, right now?
I can actually...
Maybe
yeah.
like if not 30 minutes or so.
I think it's a good idea for me to call intermission now. That way I can get some more store and shop details ready for you guys. And
Okay.
also, Kalani and I can figure out how we want to go about the training since that hasn't ever really been clear. So yeah, I'm going to call for intermission right now. Kalani, if you could do that.
I also sent you a DM thing.
Yes, I see that.
Alright, guys, we are going to go on intermission now, but we will still have our mics live. If you've got questions for any particular party members, feel free to ask them.
Psst. Can they hear us?
They can.
I said they were going. I said I was going to leave the mics on.
Zim, your whole schedule's messed up. It's supposed to say Monday 3 houses, Tuesday 3 houses, Wednesday 3 houses. It's messed up, man.
I
Sounds
wish.
correct.
Though honestly, I've been considering not streaming it because it's not being very popular.
I actually put it down for a little bit. Play out against other people. It's a very solo experience, but I start missing like other interactable games. Eisen, that's because everybody in the party is so willing to believe that background that so long as it's an alibi that people are buying, Rembrandt's taking it.
And Azurite's the only one that knows about it.
Yeah. If it works, it's not ain't broken. And everybody's very insistent on keeping it like that, so. No matter how many times Rembrandt tries to explain.
Azurite has just been like, okay, well, this will help add to his fake backgrounds.
Getting a collar didn't damn help, but what are you gonna do about it? Yeah. My dad. Actually, a little tidbit is that Rembrandt's dad is no longer with them.
Big oof, Chief.
Mm-hmm.
However, the funnier thing is that your family actually wouldn't know that you're using the name Rembrandt.
Mm-mm.
Otherwise, you'd be found out faster.
Yeah. Rembrandt has an alternate name. Well, his real name, but he discarded it.
I can hardly wait for us to move because then I don't have to listen to my roommate being able to be picked up on the microphone in the background.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
No, but it forces me to be on push to talk. I don't exactly enjoy being on push to talk. Rembrandt's dad is already sad.
Poor Rembrandt. He needed a basilisk to hug all day.
I mean, in a way, he could just ask you.
Uh-oh. Perfect music to go along with the question.
Yeah, clique. Random factoid.
Uh-oh. What do...
He didn't ask for an actual question, just a random factoid.
About Cleek?
About Cleek.
Yep.
One of his feathers are missing.
I'm not supposed to tell people that. Random factoid. Cleek's favorite food is actually the one of the pies in one of the dragon fruit pies in Don't Starve, where it's like the dragon fruit and the sticks. He made an equivalent of that in D&D, and that's his favorite food.
I love your choice.
Let me see. Yeah, in game that's a dragon fruit and like 3 sticks, 3 berries, or 3 carrots. But generally, for me, it was just the fruit and the sticks. Nature provides.
The dragon fruit and ice.
Yeah, but ice is not easy to do in a dense forest. Cleek does not actually eat meat. I mean, on rare occasions, he can try a piece, but he generally tries to be a vegetarian. Well, I'm not sure where this music is from, but it definitely reminds me of Spelunky. Which
Apparently, Lava Ridge Town is from Pokemon.
Is this the actual Lava Reach song, or is this like a rendition?
I don't know. It says Lava Ridge / Old Day Town.
No, this definitely is a rendition. And this version, if you ever listen to the music in Spelunky, it sounds very much jazzy like this.
So in one of my campaigns I was in, we managed to fight essentially against a wall that is similar to the one that you would fight in Final Fantasy VII, that just slowly comes towards you. We used a bandolier that was full of gunpowder and tossed at it, and it ignited it all. We hurt ourselves in the process, though.
Do you mean for like this campaign or just any
Different campaign. Oh, for this one.
I'm writing a story, but I definitely need people to help me test before I actually continue with it, because
I'll
I
test.
want. Do you know the Star Wars D12 D12?
Nope, not a clue. Didn't even know there was a Star Wars D&D.
There is. It is actually pretty fun. What about? Actually, no. We could probably just do regular D&D. I could probably use help with that one too. I need tests on like damaging enemies. What would be too many enemies?
All right.
Workarounds on story and such.
I'll help in any way I can, I guess.
I appreciate it. If anyone else wants to help, that would be.
Clique,
Yes.
you must pet the basilisk.
Okay.
That is all.
I pet the bastards.
Great. Now hold the basilisk. It's getting pretty heavy.
Like what was it? It was like what, 55 pounds?
Yeah.
No, he falls on top of me and I go.
I'm just gonna place the basilisk on top of him then. It's a new bed. It's like a giant cat. You can't get up.
At least I'm comfy.
It's like a giant cat. You can't get back up.
And yeah, it's just like a cat. If the cat wouldn't get up and you were slowly turning to stone.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can do that.
Don't mind me. I'm just a bed slowly being petrified.
We should put like a pair of shades on it.
Oh, what, like Cyclops? She wears his visor, or Sunglasses.
Pretty much. Get like a pair of black shades and put it over his eyes. It'd be great.
I know we can't affect our own game, but what is major ethereal influence?
Boons.
What is it?
I'd say boons.
It
Cool.
says on it what you can do. Like you can make a magic item with it. Or you can get restoration for the party, return spell slots. You can also make something bad happen.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry it took so long.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I was
Welcome back.
reading. Yeah, I was reading a lot of stuff and responding to a lot of stuff after feeding the doggo.
The Basilisk, can that paralyze my team, my allies, or
What was that?
the Basilisk? Do we need to worry about its eyes?
No, it's friendly to you. It's fine.
Okay.
It,
We
it
don't
can
need to put on cool
choose.
shades on it or anything?
No, it can
Oh
choose
my
whether or not
God.
to use that effect.
What are you, oh my going about?
Because the cool shades part.
You gotta put the cool shades on it. On Sir Leggy the Sixth. Oh, is it Sir Leggy or Sir Legs?
Sir Legs.
We should make it Leggy. Sir Leggy the Sixth.
Sir Leggy? Okay.
We were naming a basket of Sir Leggy the Sixth. The best basilisk.
The bestilisk.
Best list.
There you go. Sir Leggy the Sixth.
A pet to rival Toby.
Oh my God.
It's like a giant pit bull.
Yeah, pretty much. One that can make you go petrified.
Yeah. Does it eat rocks? Doesn't it
my
eat rocks?
God. What is with you and rocks?
Ah, who left?
No,
I left and joined because I was getting red on the connection thing.
When I read about it before, they said they eat rock, or what they petrify.
What was that?
Doesn't the basilisk eat rock?
I mean, an actual basilisk does, but this is an astralisk.
Oh.
You're not quite sure what it eats yet.
I'm sure if I gave it food, it would eat it regardless.
Alright, we ready to
I
continue?
mean, also, yeah.
No, we're not. Doggo didn't read my stuff.
What did you say?
You didn't read my stuff.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I started to give me a response.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Now the world can continue.
The world must go on.
All right, yeah.
All right,
good
everyone,
to
we are
go.
back. Let's go ahead and continue.
So yeah, we left off with Azurite going to speak to Lord Nykal in his quarters, and with Kalani going to train and do his thing with the members of his guard that are potentially capable of becoming sleepers. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, Ashari sensed that they were able to use dream magic. So she has been training with them, and Kalani was instructed by Nykal to go and hang out with the guard, who he hasn't seen in a while, and to kind of train with them. And everyone
None shall
else.
see me. Though my battle cry may give
Oh
me
no.
away.
Uh-oh.
It is only a minor influence, so.
Oh, okay. I was a bit worried.
Wait. What? Oh.
Turlix, you cannot kill somebody with a minor influence.
What?
Terrible.
That definitely would be.
And
I
besides-
think that would have to be game breaking.
Be like Rembrandt.
Wait, what?
I have a feeling he added that in. Yep, that was confirmed.
Well then.
Wait, was there actually influence?
Yes.
Yes, I sent it to you.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear my thingy. Boop.
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 Boop. Gotta do the boop.
So yeah, Rembrandt, as you lead
no.
Shreska and Cleek through the alleyways, you're taking strange paths that are obviously very familiar to you. Cleek and Shreska have no idea where you're taking them, but they trust you because as you're wandering along, every people that you come across, if they recognize you, they smile and they help you along. And it seems Shreshka and Cleek definitely start to pick up that you're seeming to avoid guards and what have you. And it's strange that it's working so well, because the entire time you're moving along, every step that the three of you take, you hear a tiny squeak.
Oh no.
Every step, every single step, it's squeak, 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 squeak. Every
Yeah.
single time your foot touches the ground.
Am
All
I
three.
hearing this? Oh.
Yeah, the three of you are hearing it.
Oh, if I put can I put the basilisk down?
Yeah,
Is it gonna make lots of squeaks?
yeah.
Awesome.
As he wobbles along, he also makes lots of squeaks, following you.
Is it a set of 5?
No, it's 6 legs.
It wasn't. Wasn't he missing a leg?
He's missing multiple.
Yeah, he's missing 2 legs. Basilisks are normally 8-legged.
Oh, I thought it was 6-legged normally.
No, 8. So he has 6.
Aww. Can I inspect my footwear? See if there's any. Am I stepping on like rubber ducks?
Yeah, sure. Roll me investigation.
What was that noise?
I don't know. Ooh, not bad.
So yeah, you just kind of see your foot. There's nothing on it. Nothing that would explain the squeaks.
Quick.
But it also doesn't seem to really be affecting anybody's attention to you as you're moving along.
I
It's just
mean,
every time you put your foot on the ground, all three of you, your foot squeaks.
and no matter how light of a step we take,
Yep.
well, this isn't convenient.
I like it.
Well, I guess we'll continue along then. You can't do anything about it. Actually, hold on. Can I use prestidigitation to try and like hide it?
Sure.
So,
Or yes or no.
Yeah.
I mean, sure is synonymous with yes.
So is it working?
You can kind of hear the squeaks, but again, it wasn't really affecting anyone outside of the three of you anyways.
Like, only we can hear it, or other people can hear
You're not really sure. Nobody just really seems to be paying any mind to it.
it? Okay.
But yeah, as you're moving along, you're squeaking. But Rembrandt, you're very easily able to find the tavern that you frequented. And you go inside. And you pass by a couple of familiar faces who also recognize you, and they seem to be very happy to see you. And in the passing conversation, Cleek and Shreska, the two of you can kind of hear the exchange of the phrase, free as a caged bird. But the conversation ends pretty quickly because Rembrandt really wants to get the two of you inside of this tavern.
Try to go pick up their pass list before they enter.
None
Okay.
shall see me.
Oh no.
Though my battle cry may give me away.
Oh dear, why now?
Alex,
What is
so it's
that?
fine.
What have you caused now?
Did he put giant spotlights on us?
No, I got this one.
Is it as equally as fun?
Grammarly does more
God
than count
damn it!
errors. With
Advertisements.
Grammarly, you can find really good.
We gotta mask it with our own advertisement. CGF has our own marketplace. You can go now to get merch.
Marketplace.
Yeah.
That is not. What is that? That is not what I want.
I am confused.
Here we go.
I just want the song to end. I'm fine with you singing Rem, but
Okay, so Turlix, you got your influence.
Did somebody shoot the bard playing right now?
no. They're all drunk enough to not really give that much of a fuck. But yeah, you enter and you see the very familiar Farron. Did I pronounce that species right, though?
No, it's Furry.
No, it's not. So you see the very familiar barkeep Farron named Uldred. And as soon as he sees you, he claps his hands together in excitement. He says, "Ah, I haven't seen you in so long. Welcome. Come. If your friends get free drinks, you get a free drink. You get free drinks on me. Come here." And he like shoos a few people further down the bar to free up space for the three of you.
Rembrandt will give him a very complicated handshake that we know.
Woogity, woogity, woogity.
So the three of you, or the two of you, Kalik and Treska, you witness this handshake. And
Answer leggy.
yeah, you're quite confused. But as you're confused, there are a few people around you that are also very confused about what you're holding in your arms. Not only is it a basilisk, but it's kind of small and wimpy, has less legs, and it's astral. So y'all are confused about the handshake, and they're confused about the basilisk in your arms. But after a few moments, most of them kind of turn away and go back to their drinks because, again, they were too drunk to care about the fact that they all just got rickrolled. They're drunk enough to turn their eye to a very strange looking basilisk in the arms of lizard folk that just wandered into the tavern.
Rembrandt will speak up and just say, "Don't mind the creature. It's pretty docile."
Docile.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Roll a persuasion.
I mean, it is, isn't it?
I mean, Shreska animal handled it. So, Uldred still seems a little wary. He takes your word for it for the most part, but it's also a basilisk. So
It's
he's
a
still
cute
like,
basilisk.
oh yeah, it's very cute.
We need a little cute bow to put on top of his head.
Great.
Wait, can I cast a minor illusion to put a bow on top of his head?
Sure.
Now it's cuter.
Does it reh in response?
Reh.
Yeah.
Reh.
Yeah, it makes a little rah noise. And kind of just like shifts a bit in Shreska's arm.
I miss you, Yark.
Huh?
I said I miss you, Yark.
Oh.
Wherever he is.
What kind of
Yeah,
food
you
did he
just
have
kind of
behind
watched him fall into a rift, and you all popped out at one end, but he didn't seem to come with you. Much like Curious Light, because Curious Light still isn't with you guys.
He's curiously gone.
Oh my god.
So besides the free commodities that are going on, I'll ask him how have things been lately.
Oh, well, they've been just fine. Business has been great. There seems to be a few new faces around town. Coming in and out. We don't really recognize them or knew where they came from, but they came in and yeah, that's about it. Everything's been fine. Those new faces don't seem to have caused any trouble, really. Seem to keep to themselves.
Can I make an insight check to see if he's worried about something else? Like, is there something else? It looks like there's something else on his mind, but he doesn't want to say anything.
Yeah, sure. So you can tell that deep down he might be worried about something. But then you remember overhearing while you were hiding behind the wall, Ashari telling...
I know that all this stuff is the lower class doesn't know about it. That's what he's trying to find out.
Yeah.
If he is aware of it, but he's not saying anything.
That's why I'm saying deep down you can tell that there might be a worry, because it's only on the surface that they don't really know what's going on. That's why everybody seems like not really off, but like kind of a little vacant in a way.
Mhm.
So he doesn't know. But again, deep down underneath of the magic, there is a little bit of recognition of possible danger coming through. But he wouldn't be able to like tell you any details or anything about it at all, really.
I'll ask him if the others around here, like do they all seem okay? Is nothing's out of place? Is he everything all right?
Yeah, everything seems fine. I know that there have been a couple faces who seem to be going to the castle much more often, meeting up with that snow leopard woman, that diplomat Shihari, whatever her
Ashahari.
name, Ashari, right? That woman.
Yeah.
I've seen few people meet up with her and go off to the castle, and they spend quite a bit of time there, and then come back, and that seems to have been a regular thing happening recently. But other than that, everyone seems fine.
You don't find any reason to distrust her, do you?
No, as far as I know, she's always meant well for the city.
All right. Just checking in, taking care of you guys. But let me know if something does go awry. I wouldn't return to the city if not for a reason, so if you need help, you know I'm here.
Yeah. So, what name would he know you by?
Rembrandt.
Okay. So he nods and holds out his hand and says, "Of course, Rembrandt, you're always welcome here, and we know that you do anything to protect all of us."
All right.
What's on the menu?
Right. I gotta find it real quick. Bah. Oh no. The page I
Oh,
needed
no?
like disappeared. I have to
Uh-oh.
one sec.
Oh no.
One eternity later.
Yeah, you know.
3 eternities later.
I like to. Oh, that'd be great. The great addition. Like,
Great
dog
fun!
a sassometer.
Right, Boo?
You just watch the
Uh-oh.
needle just go.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
So-
a major influence was used.
No.
God.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Oh no, a gift? Oh no.
I don't like the definition of Tyrlix as gift.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Zim to give me what's happening with the influence.
I don't know about you guys, but I actually like Rick Astley.
Yeah, he alright.
So I don't think Zim is very alive right now.
No, he's alive. He was just giving me the major influence. So, Rembrandt, as you all finish this conversation, and just before he turns to Shreska and gives her a menu that's jotted down on some parchment that's bound with leather twine, he passes along to you, Rembrandt, a vial of, I'm going to say, bright orange liquid.
Hmm.
And he says, "Here you go.
What is it?
Came across this couple years ago and found out what it was, and I knew I was going to save it for the person who's gotten me out of so many dangerous things. You deserve this. It's as far as I know, when I researched it, it's called Elysian's backup plan. It apparently
That is a very specific name. What does it do?
it as far as I know, it turns you invisible and gets you out of harm."
Oh,
Hmm. Excellent. I'll thank him wholeheartedly for the gift.
He offers his hand for that really weird handshake.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Woogity woogity woogity.
My thanks.
So, Shreska, he then turns to you and he hands you that menu that's kind of hastily jotted down. And you can see on it that there's a breakfast meal that you can get that's complete with sausages and eggs. And there's also a dinner meal that you could order, complete with black bread, some sort of stew with the meat of the day. Today
I'm just gonna
it
order a
happens
bunch
to
of
be-
random things off the menu, not knowing what they are.
Okay.
I'm just gonna point to 3 random images on the menu.
Okay. So, as you point, Old Red takes note of what you point at, and he nods and disappears behind a cloth curtain that's hung up. And after a while, he comes back with, you said 3?
Correct.
He comes back with 3 plates. On one, you can see a roasted phoenix with pieces, with rather large hunks of millet bread. And with that, he sets down a glass of brandy. On a second plate that he sets down before you, some boiled eggs and cheese that looks kind of moldy, but you know that it's supposed to look like that. And next to that plate, he sets down a tankard of beer.
Can I put the baskets on the table and see what it eats?
Yeah, sure. He goes to set down the third plate, but then pauses and steps back a little bit as you set the basilisks down on the bar. Again, it's about the size of a 55-pound dog. And
Correct.
it sniffs at the couple of plates before it, and it seems to like the smell of the millet bread and the cheese. And it takes a small tentative bite out of both of them, chews and swallows, and after a moment goes in, eats the rest of the bread and the rest of the cheese, leaving the boiled eggs and the roasted phoenix.
Shreska will happily eat the rest.
That's cute.
Okay.
That's actually cute.
So as you finish the eggs and the roasted phoenix in front of your two friends who haven't had any food. Uldred then sets down the third plate, which had boiled quite a large chunk of boiled pork and a pile of dried mushrooms on the side. And next to that, he sets down another tankard beer.
I think I ordered too much food. She's gonna push the third plate towards Rembrandt.
Rembrandt's going to accept it and put it like partially between him and Cleek and offer him some too if he wants to.
I don't.
What's on this plate again?
A hunk of boiled pork and dried mushrooms.
I kind of pick around the pork and eat the mushroom.
Rembrandt will try to help you separate mushrooms from the pork. That Neil is some good stuff, man.
Can I attempt to feed the basilisk tankard of ale?
The whole tankard.
Yeah, you're just holding up the tankard of beer to.
Yes.
Rembrandt's gonna protest a little bit and say, "Oh, why don't we try regular water?"
Nah, I'm sure it's got a great stomach.
Shrashka, I don't think I don't think a creature like that should have that.
Why not?
You've seen how Kalani gets.
Fair point.
I'll ask Uldred if he can get some water for the Astralisk.
He'll look from you to the Astralisk, back to you, back to the Astralisk, sigh, and say, "Fine, I'll be right back." And he returns a few moments later with a rather large bowl full of water.
I'll thank him and I'll ask him if he wants me to entertain at the moment.
Can I give the lady 3 gold pieces as a tip?
Give who?
The bartender 3 gold pieces.
Yeah, sure. He happily takes it. And then looks to Rembrandt and says, "I mean, if you want to, go for it. I figured, it's been a while since you've been here. How have you gone by and seen anybody else yet?"
If you remember Azure, right? She's with us now. But,
She is.
Yeah, she doesn't like to hang around here too much, though. But I could play one of the old tunes if you'd like.
So, were you guys at all planning to go shopping?
Probably after our tavern stay.
Yeah.
Because
Right
it's still
now-
like pretty early day.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Cleek wanted to look around, so he's showing him.
I did want to
Tavern
look
first.
around, and we're in the tavern before we getting drunk before we even look around. It's probably not the best choice.
We're getting food in us first, and then we're gonna look around more.
Getting food in us, we just had good berry.
I mean, they are good berries, but where are you gonna find some pork like this?
Vegetarian.
You got mushrooms?
I got good berries, which is a full day's sustenance.
Have you tried the mushrooms though?
Well, yeah. I mean, we're
Yeah, he was
good.
picking around.
There you go. There you go. Enjoy yourself, baby. I'm here to take care of you.
So yeah, Rembrandt, go ahead and roll me a performance check with advantage, since everybody in here recognizes you and likes you.
Okay.
Norm.
And after you roll that, for a moment, I'm gonna go back to Kalani. And Kalani, give me a
Why are you punishing
description
me?
of
Because it's fun.
punishing.
Why are you punishing me?
How am I
Well-
punishing you?
I don't know.
Anyways, so tell me real quick what like what you did with your guard, like how you trained with them.
Mostly I would have just walked through the gathered guards. I would assume that they would have a more direct trainer.
I'm sorry, what was that you cut out on my end?
I would assume that they would have a their own trainer already.
I mean, yeah, they do. It's Ashari, but she's not there right now, and they were just kind of
Oh.
hanging out and practicing on their own before you showed up.
Well, he can't really help them with dream magic.
I know, but it's been a while since they've seen you.
He would go up, have them show him a few things, give pointers here and there if he has any to offer. Mostly just leaving them to their own design on how they're training, because, again, he doesn't have anything to offer here.
Okay. So when you were talking to them, it's clear that most of them seem really apprehensive about getting into whatever this is Ashari is trying to teach them. But as you talk to them, and even though you don't know a whole lot yourself, as you give them this advice, being their captain, you definitely notice a boost in their morale. And you run a couple simple, just physical drills with them for about 30 minutes or so. And after that, you head on your way to go do some of your own training, and specifically to search out the Archmage Urton. And as you leave, you definitely notice that those particular guards are much happier, much more confident than they were when you had first arrived.
I would definitely be giving out encouragement to pursue more strength to keep Fakia safe. Strength comes in many different ways. They, of course, would know about me being a spellblade and my particular brand of magic, so...
Do you mean like morale?
What?
You mean like morale boosting? Or do you mean like actual like physical training?
What are you talking about?
What are you? I'm asking what are you telling them to focus on?
I'm encouraging them to pursue power where it's available, such
Okay.
as the dream magic.
Okay, so you're boosting the morale, kind of, right?
Sure.
It's gonna take at least the whole action point, maybe two.
Oh, hush, Rembrandt.
Hush indeed.
Hush, baby, gonna let you go.
So, yeah, they definitely seem a bit happier. And one of them, as you mentioned, seeking out more power, they do mention what Ashari had, or what Nikal had mentioned before about finding these other really strange beings who are also much stronger in dream magic. And they're just a lot more confident than they were when you originally saw them. They're practicing on their own, and you head off to find the Archmage Urton. And from the yard, you go down a handful of hallways, and you go towards where he normally is, which I'm going to say is up in his quarters, which is a tower type area. So
You
you come
racist
to the door.
bastard.
What?
Stereotyping?
What am I stereotyping?
A wizard in a tower?
Whatever, man.
Wouldn't that be classist, not racist?
It's a classy tower.
Ooh.
But yeah, so you come to his door. What do you do?
I would knock. Toby is with me, yeah? He's always with me. Unless
Okay,
I
so you
speak
knock.
otherwise.
Okay. So yeah, you knock, and after you knock, there's a moment of silence, and then you hear a bit of scrambling around. And the door opens, and you instantly recognize Urton. He instantly recognizes you, and he seems quite happy to see you. And then he looks down at the adorable, fluffy, shelled mass that is Toby, and his smile widens even more. And he says, "Ah, how have you been?" And that beast there, he's growing quite well.
Urton wouldn't have seen Toby yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then he questions what it is.
Urton basically, Kalani came across information about the Toby's species as having been helpers to the Spellblades before. And so Urton would know about it, know that they exist, but he wouldn't know that I actually had gotten one yet. Until now.
Okay. So yeah, he greets you happily, then looks down and sees Toby, and at first, he's quite surprised. He says, "Oh, you have one of these. What is Toby's species, by the way?"
Toby Kadachi.
It's
No, it's copyright. Shush.
Right,
It's
he's
a-
a Toby ferret.
Thank you.
So he's a okay.
lightning squirrel.
Lightning
snake squirrel.
snake squirrel thing. But this one's fluffy, so he's Toby ferret.
Okay.
Snake ferret.
So, yeah, he regards Toby for a long moment. And he says, "I wasn't sure I'd ever be able to see one of these, and you found one? Where did you find it?"
Deep in the jungles to the south.
Were there more? Was it alone?
His mother was there. I convinced her. Well, technically a companion of mine convinced her to let me
That's
take
better.
him to be trained. He and I have been traveling together for quite some time now, but I am here to get a rune put on him.
A rune?
Urton would know what rune I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's only surprised for a moment. Because again, you have this thing that he's only ever heard of and never seen.
Fair.
Sorry, I have A chip stuck in my throat. Okay, I'm good. I was trying. I'm good now, though. And he says, "Ah, yes, right. Well, come in then. Let's suppose let's get to work." And he said it's like made with a special ink. It's a tattoo on Toby.
It's the same kind of thing that I have. It is with the special ink, though. We had made sure that there was plenty extra. Here at Fakir.
And Urton would have it, right?
Yeah.
I imagine. Yeah. So yeah, he sets to work using this special ink to give Toby this special rune tattoo. And after a while, it's completed. Toby has some sick new ink. And Kalani, you can sense and kind of see a ripple of power move throughout Toby as the magic of the rune finishes sinking into Toby's flesh.
Kalani will, of course, be with Toby throughout the process. And he'll smile at the ripple of magic.
And we had settled on lightning, I think.
Of course you picked lightning.
Well, yeah, that's what his element is. We'll go into more detail on it later, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we will.
But you can probably move back to somebody else for now.
All right. So, yeah. Azurite, just real quick for you. You, of course, have a lot to go over with Nightcall. It's been 2 years.
Yep.
You're also finalizing the details about that sick new armor that is kind of sort of waiting for you and has been waiting for you for 2 years.
Yes.
So that's what you're occupied with right now. It's going to take a while to fill this guy in on 2 years of action. So we're going to go quick. We're going to real quick move over to the three of you who were hanging out and eating food at the tavern. It's been about like an hour and a half, I'm going to say.
How was my performance?
It was pretty good. Yeah, it was a pretty good performance. Everybody in there, again, they were pretty drunk to begin with, but they all were very attentive. Some of them even tossed you a few coins.
Oh.
So you can go ahead and add 17 gold.
Wow.
Woohoo.
I'll take that gold and I'll give it back to the barkeep and I'll say buy a round for everybody.
So since you have just performed and everybody's eyes are still on you, they watch you do this, and as you say, round for everybody, they all erupt in cheers.
Rembrandt will wave and step down from the stage area for the moment and tell Uldreth that we probably should be heading out now, and to remember if he needs me to let me know.
Okay. So, real quick, give me a persuasion check with Yeah, just give me a persuasion check.
Oh no.
Yeah, so as you go to leave, you do hear a couple of people stand up, specifically people who tossed coins to you during your performance. You hear them stand up, and you hear one of them say quite loudly, "Hey, wait a minute, he just bought us all drinks with money that we gave him." So they paid for their own drinks, and these two people realized that.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Well, I
But-
am giving back
Time to leave.
Yeah, so luckily you were pretty far out of the bar already. And again, they were drunk. They didn't really care all that much about chasing you down. You had just given a rockin' performance, and they got another drink that they were probably going to buy for themselves anyway.
I mean, 17 gold's a lot for a round of drinks. Maybe they got like a couple of rounds. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Yeah.
where to now, Rembrandt?
Yeah, you're leading the way, Cat.
I'll take everybody over to like local stalls and stuff to see if they want to buy anything. Rembrandt knows that he is particularly in search for healer's kits.
I'm just kind of imagining Rembrandt going around like, so this is the comfiest seat in this house. This is the comfiest seat over here on this street.
No, not this
you
street.
can
The
all-
next street.
Oh yeah, the next street. Also, you can find some really nice fish bones over here.
I love it.
They're really nice fish bones.
All right, so you're specifically, Rembrandt, looking for what again?
A healer's kit.
I'm
A
looking for
healer's
vials.
kit?
Yes.
Shrashko would be looking for vials.
Okay, yeah. So, Rembrandt, with what you're looking out for, you do end up seeing a stall with that you recognize as an alchemist stall, because there's vials, there's potions, there's herbs and such scattered about on different carts and such.
I'll greet the merchant and I'll ask if he has 2 healer kits that I can purchase.
He nods as you approach and he says, "Ah, yes, I should. Give me one moment." And he turns around and fishes about in some crates and chests. I'm looking up the price.
It's 5 gold.
Okay. You said that right as the page that I needed that I needed to talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, he quickly turns around, and in his hand he has a couple of healer's kits, passes them over to you, and he says, at first he starts to say, "Ah, yes, that'll be 10 gold." But then he stops mid-sentence, and he says, "Wait a minute. For you, 7
you
gold."
don't die.
Rembrandt will produce 3. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not 3. No. Rembrandt's going to produce the 10 and say, no. You have a business to keep up too. No need to do favors.
Oh, but you've done so many of us so many favors.
You know that these are only going to go back to the people if
In
they need
bed.
it, so. Oh my god! Rembrandt's still giving him 10.
All right. After, with a huff,
And in bed, huh?
With a huff, the alchemist takes the 10 gold and stuffs it in his lockbox. And he says, "Fine, fine," and passes you the 2 healers kits.
I'll tell him my companion here wishes for vials too if he has them.
Just like empty vials.
Correct.
Was that a yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. How much are those supposed to cost?
I have no idea.
I think 2. Maybe 1 gold each.
I think they're in the silvers, actually.
Later
1
that-
gold piece per one.
Yep, 1 gold piece.
Oh,
I require 3.
Oh no, glass bottles cost 2.
So yeah, he very happily nods as he says, "Yes, yes. I have plenty of vials. How many do you need?"
3.
Okay. That would be 3 gold pieces, and I will grab those real quick. Turns around, fishes about in the crates and chests, turns back around and produces the 3 empty vials.
She will happily pay for them using 3 gold.
Perfect. Was there anything else you wanted to look at? And he gestures his hand over one of his particular carts, which has a handful of kind of cool looking potions scattered on around on it.
Is there a potion healing in there?
You quite easily recognize a potion of healing.
I'll tell him I'll take one of those.
He says, "Okay, 41 gold."
I'll look at him and I'll say, "You're not doing a favor, are you?"
No, I promise you, I'm not.
Okay. And he'll produce the 41 gold.
Okay.
And pay him.
So you will also recognize a potion of greater healing, as well as what, Rembrandt, I'm going to assume you recognize as a potion of poison.
Ooh. I'll ask him how much is the potion of greater healing.
Potion of greater healing is 148 gold.
I wish I knew how much we had in the party stash.
I'm sorry I deleted it.
I mean, do we have a record of it?
Yep. In total, we have 1,800 gold between all of us.
1,800. But wait, between all of us, that means that it's in other people's pockets.
That's still a lot. We still have 3 of us.
Kalani has 1,100 alone.
Well, I'll look to you guys if you want to buy it or not.
Do we
You guys-
require it?
I mean, a little
by
security is
the
never hurt.
ingredients, I could probably just make it.
And then as Cleek says that, he'll look to the vendor and say, "Could you teach my friend how to make it with the recipe of it, of one of these potions? Surely we'll pay you for that if you can."
I'm sorry, you cut out a bit. What was that?
I asked if he would mind teaching Cleek how to make one.
I know how to make one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well,
Well, there's other potions on the table too.
yeah, but I don't think we need a potion of poison.
Well, there's another one. Specifically, a vial with clear liquid that has a rather large fingernail floating in it.
Hell.
And by a large fingernail, I mean a large fingernail. So can the three of you give me a nature check?
I'll tell Cleek maybe you can buy the
It's bathwater.
I'll tell Cleek maybe he can buy the ingredients here.
No, even better, it's gamer girl bathwater.
Oh, why?
What's a gamer girl?
17, 18, 19.
Nice.
No idea what a gamer girl is. Sorry.
So yeah, the three of you, all three of you, can actually recognize that fingernail as one that belongs to a giant.
Ew.
Ew.
Is it a potion of giant strength?
Yes, it is.
I'll ask him how much is it.
I'm momentarily going, because of what's used to make it.
The thing I'm looking at doesn't tell me how it's made, but yeah, it's a potion of giant strength.
How much is it?
The shopkeep taps his chin and he says, 400 gold.
Gee.
Hmm.
I don't think we have that Rembrandt.
Yeah. Well, remember I asked Cleek maybe if he wants he can buy the ingredients to make those potions from him, if he has. He's like speaking out loud so the vendor can chime in if he has them or not. Like kind of
Yeah, give me 1 second, sorry.
Sure.
So what ingredients is he looking for? For what potion?
Potion of healing. And Cleek, what are the ingredients that usually you need?
I mean, I just looked them up too. It's red amanita and mushroom.
Oh, you know what? I do need to buy something actually.
What do you need to buy?
Sprigs of mistletoe. Just a few.
Yeah. The shopkeep says that he definitely has some. And how many do you need?
Let me get 5 sprigs.
Alright, I gotta look up the price.
Normally 1 gold.
Yeah, we'll go with
For
that.
a sprig? Really?
Sprig of mistletoe, yes. It is also already a druidic focus as well.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's one of the focuses that a druid can get.
Wow.
Yeah, so how many
I
did you
mean,
need again?
5.
Yeah, so he produces the 5 sprigs of mistletoe and asks for 5 gold.
Yeah. Wait. No. Wait. Yeah.
Make up your mind!
Well, no. I was looking for my gold and like couldn't find it, and then I'm down to 82 gold pieces.
Okay, so
Sprigs of mistletoe are the quest.
I think we're done here, right, guys?
This one would say so.
Remember, it looks the clique.
Yes, I am. I think I have all I need.
Okay. I'll bid the shopkeeper farewell, and we'll continue on to other stalls.
All right. So, are there any other stalls that you're particularly looking for?
Does one look like they sell jewelry?
No, not really.
Hmm. Uh, other than that, I don't know.
Can we find a jeweler?
That might be in like
Yeah, give me one moment.
that might be in like the better parts of town.
It's more along the lines is there one there? Because I mean, Rembrandt would know if there was one or not.
This is kind of the
Dolls do change pretty quickly.
this is kind of like the lower end of the.
Ah, okay.
God, I can't find the generator that actually had a jeweler in it. Hmm.
I mean, if you can't find him, you could roll a die and ask him high or low.
You still gotta figure out what items it has.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm like slightly unprepared for the shopping guide.
Tis
Shame. 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 Oh.
Oh, there's a gem generator that you can just roll a number of gems.
Think.
Oh boy. Alright, cool. Found something. So yeah, there's a jeweler.
That bought you some time.
What did
He bought you sometime.
Yeah, you did, thank you.
I'll approach. Is it like a stall?
Yeah, it's another stall with a few carts.
Okay. I'll ask if they have like a maybe like a basic like gold necklace. Nothing fancy.
A gold necklace?
Yeah. Maybe silver if they don't have gold.
Yeah, they have one.
How much?
It's pretty simple gold necklace, and it's we're gonna say it's 25 gold.
Alright. I will buy it.
Okay.
And after I buy it, I'm going to turn to Shreshka and put it in her hand. And I say a gift.
She looked very surprised
Oh boy.
and slightly confused.
I know you like jewelry. I wanted to give you something with a gift.
She put the basilisk down to accept the gift.
Forgot there was a giant, like, dog-sized creature in her arms.
And then quickly hug Rembrandt.
No. He'll hug back.
necklace got.
Very nice. Was there anything else you wanted today?
I don't think so. Unless you have items that are interesting amongst your jewelry that does something fancy.
I mean, you do see another necklace with a gold chain, and this time it has an amulet with a hematite set within it.
Mhm.
And you see a couple other gold necklaces with the same kind of amulet with different gemstones set within it. One of those was hematite. There's one that's you recognize as malachite. And there's another one that looks quite similar to Tiger's Eye.
Do I know what to do, or can I ask the shopkeeper?
What do you mean? Do you know what to do?
Not like, do they have like special properties on them?
No, nothing that you can really tell. He's
Should I
just a
show-
jeweler.
Let's go offer Rembrandt a very large ruby.
I
Huh.
can go for a Reuben.
I'll look at it and he'll say, Shushka, are you sure?
Yes.
Do you want me to keep this as a gift?
Yes.
Well, alright then. Rembrandt will pocket the ruby then. And,
I have large. Now Rembrandt has large ruby.
large ruby, okay.
Very, very large Reuben.
I don't even remember where I got this from.
Got what from now?
The large ruby. Where did I get that from again?
I don't remember either.
I don't remember giving you that.
I feel like that was from. Wait, didn't we get it from
The cliff.
Yeah, the cliffside.
Oh yeah, I found that. I went down the
Yeah,
cliff.
Cleek found it.
Found that in-
Oh, right.
we had that for
Yeah, it's just been sitting in my inventory this entire time.
just taking up space.
As well as
Well-
the ring we got from the very second session that reacted to the moonlight.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that stuff.
So, Shreska, as you pass Rembrandt this very large ruby, the jeweler is standing right there.
Yes.
And when he sees it, his eyes go wide. And he says, "Oh my. Where did you get something so beautiful?"
I have an eye for precious stone.
I see, but where did you find it?
It's around the mountains in the south.
I'll have to make an expedition there sometime. But for right now, I must say, I'm very interested in buying that from you.
Rembrandt will look to Shreshka and see and ask, "Are you okay with that, or do you want me to keep it?"
It's up to you. It's yours now.
How much is it? How much would you offer him?
I would offer you 1,600 gold.
Oh my god.
Excuse me 1 second. I take a swig of my canteen and then spit it back out.
I take his canteen and I'll drink it and also spit it out.
Oh my god.
Shreshko is standard clueless of what's going on.
We both take a swig and both spit it. Then we offer it to the
Astrolist.
the shopkeeper.
Rembrandt will hand over the ruby then.
Oh yeah, the jeweler very happily takes it, fishes around in his lockbox, and then pulls out a small pouch full of coins that you can hear. And he opens it to show it to you, just to prove that it is in fact 1,600 gold pieces, and hands you the.
He'll thank him, and he'll be like, "All right, well, we're on our way now." But like as he's turning to meet like the gazes of of Streshka and Cleek. He's like mouthing, "Oh my god!"
Oh yeah, like I didn't know you guys had that, and I had actually just pulled up what gems are worth in D&D. So yeah, that happened.
Rembrandt will look at the sack of money and like looks at Streshka and Cleek and just say,
There was a pause between sack and money, so it was...
and just look at them and just say, should we like get better gear? Like, do you guys need anything better?
This phone is content.
I look at the Cleek, like what is Cleek wearing like for armor?
I have...
He's a druid. He can only wear
Is it-
stuff that
is it
isn't metal.
Is it studded leather or just regular leather?
Check your character sheet.
I am. Leather. Straight leather, not studded.
I'm not even wearing armor.
Sorry.
Can-
I'm not
can
a
he-
stud.
Can he wear studded?
No, I cannot.
Streshka is not
Yes,
even
you
wearing
can.
armor to begin with.
Studded has metal in it.
You can still wear studded leather.
Distinctly remember my druid saying that they couldn't. But okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, if that's the case, Rembrandt will look for an armor vendor. See, hopefully, if you can find some studded leather armor.
Okay.
Will not wear armor or use shields made of metal. Alright. So I guess it can have metal in it, just can't be made entirely of.
I don't think Streshka even wears armor.
I don't think she can she?
Streska's naked.
Warlock, yes, you can.
I'm just using natural armor at this rate.
Oh yeah, she's natural.
Because lizard folk,
Yeah.
they essentially have studded leather as a normal defense.
Plus dexterity.
So, yeah, as you're traveling around, you do see what looks like an armorer's and weaponsmith cart.
Well, head there. And I'll greet the shopkeeper. And ask him if, after he says hide back and all that stuff, I'll ask him if he has studded leather armor for sale.
Studded leather. No, I don't have any of that right now, but who's looking to buy the armor?
My friend here, and I'll gesture to Cleek.
I'd like to pull Rembrandt to.
Yes.
My armor actually feels pretty good. Do you know if maybe there's actually an enchanter in town?
As you say that, I'll ask that question to the shopkeeper if he knows that there's like some kind of enchanter that we can use.
An enchanter? Yeah, of course. Elisar. Just a few blocks down the pathway. Take a right. You'll see it right there.
Okay. I'll ask him if he has any type of like a fancy like magical weaponry that might catch my eye. Anything rare that he has in the back.
Okay, let me check his wares. So as you ask about any special magical weapons, and he does seem to think of something. And he turns around and fishes through a few weapons racks and pulls out a sword that has a very dark sheath. It's pretty large. It's a long sword.
Mhm.
And he says, all I know is that this is cursed, and that's how I got my hands on it. I've never taken it out of the sheath. I don't trust it. But this is the best, as far as I know, magical anything that I have in my possession right now, but it doesn't seem to want to sell.
Hmm. Well, the curse thing does hurt. Its resale value.
I know it does.
What
Nice.
what was the curse? If I may ask.
All I know is that once somebody draws it from the sheath, it's all you can use.
Can I do an Arcana on it?
Yeah, sure.
Do I notice anything different about it?
Sorry, I was reading. I got stuck in a making sure I have the right. Yeah, so you can feel that the curse isn't too happy feeling. It's definitely a pretty rough curse. You know that you can feel that as the blacksmith said, that once it's drawn from its sheath, it binds to the user, and it's all that the user can, well, use.
Does it have an upside to it?
I would imagine it's fairly powerful.
Mm. Does Shushka tell us that it's
Well,
does she tell us that it doesn't feel good with her Arcana check?
Correct. She often likes to relay these things.
If that's the case, Rembrandt will put his hand up and just say, we don't have a really good feeling about it.
well, you do have the feeling, Shreshka, that it could potentially be a bit stronger were it not cursed.
I'll tell Shreshka that I can't take off my armor, so and as of now, I don't trust curses, and I don't think we should try it.
Oh
to
yeah,
feel with
you
that.
already have cursed armor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I think I was gone for that session though.
Oh, were you?
I think
No,
I
I
was.
think you were there. No, you were there. You were there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Azurite was around herself at that time.
I think the cacklings echoed through the cave,
Yeah, it did.
but that's all you heard was cacklings.
Kalani was up above at that time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was last week, or about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
2 episodes ago, 3 weeks ago, technically.
How much for the sword?
Huh?
How much is it for the sword?
1,700.
Oh,
Oh.
gee.
Well, I'm personally not interested in it, and I don't think we particularly need it right now. So I'll thank him for showing me it, and if anybody else needs anything, we can start heading over to the enchanter.
So I actually just realized what time it was.
It's all good.
Oh,
Yeah,
We're
it's
totally fine.
I mean, I'd kind of like to get an ending soon.
Okay.
But I didn't want to interrupt all this.
No, you're all good, Kalani. I just realized what time it was, and this is actually a good stopping point.
Alrighty.
Y'all will get to the enchanter, don't worry. But this is a good stopping point considering the time of night. I'm sorry.
Now, his name better be Tim.
Timmy? Okay.
Tim the Enchanter.
Why Tim?
Have you guys not seen? Or am I misremembering the name?
Home Improvement, Tim the Toolman Taylor.
No, it's Tim. It's Tim.
It is
you're
Tim
right. I know.
from
There are
Monty
some who call
Python.
me
Oh.
Tim.
Oh, not Tim Allen.
You all make me sad. Oops, wrong one. There. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us for Iron Fang Dungeons and Dragons. Do check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Discord, all those things there. Also check out our Patreon at patreon.com/zgfgaming. On our website, we've got lots of great quality merch for low prices. I just want you guys to enjoy them. So do check those out at zgfgaming.com. I can definitely vouch for the stickers being very high quality. I actually ordered some myself, and I've got one on the back of my Switch and another on the dock for my Switch. They're really nice stickers.
The Switch stick is really cute.
Oh yeah, I have shared that, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the, oh, you mean the art?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that I got a sticker of and put it on the back of my Switch. Anyways, thank you so much for joining. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. Because of you guys, I can keep bringing you this content. We'll be back next week with more Iron Fang. I will be back tomorrow with Echoes of Eberron Dungeons and Dragons. And I bid you all a very fond adieu.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Good night, Zach. Good night, Guitar. Good night, everybody else.